Thanks for tuning in to Dane's Desk. On today's episode, this is a special edition. We will be doing local business digital marketing audits, and I can't wait to dive on in. So, these businesses are going to be companies that I find in publications that advertise primarily, or any other places where businesses can advertise. And just doing a quick review of their digital marketing efforts, just so we can learn what we can do as business owners and entrepreneurs to improve our digital marketing footprint. And as well as for these business owners, if they have the opportunity to see this, I would love the opportunity to help add more capacity to their operations with the help of these digital marketing these digital marketing audits. So again, just sit back, relax, take a seat and just learn just some of the things you want to be on the lookout for when it comes to digital marketing, so that you can put your company and put your business in a better position to stand out online, so that you can get in front of more customers, so that you can generate more potential customers, I should say, and then convert those into paying customers. And then on the back end, do your best to increase the transaction value as well as the frequency of the sale. All right, so let's go ahead and dive on in. So first and foremost, this first company, I was searching Sunday edition of one of our local papers, the Daily Breeze, and that's where I came across this company. They had a print ad, color, had their website on it. They were a real estate company, and so I kind of just did a little advanced work, and they looked like it'll be a good company to go over. So again, I don't know these companies, but hopefully you can get some value by just following along as I guide you through, what you can do for your business in regards to auditing your digital marketing footprint, as well as just again, if I believe in the ad it said Roger Hart. If this, Roger Hart, if you're watching, then again, these are just some of the things that you can do to put yourself in a better position to stand out, get noticed online, so that you can ultimately leverage these digital technologies to improve and maximize your profitability. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. So first and foremost, obviously, again, found them in the newspaper. They had a website, so we go to the website, and this is what we see. So congratulations on just establishing, your digital footprint in regards to having a website. This is the first step, obviously. Just want to claim, as they say, hang your shingle online. So establish your digital footprint. So this is what Forecast Realty has done, presented by Roger Hart. All right. Now, the first thing we want to do is kind of get a clear understanding of the market. So we can do that by conducting a brief market analysis. The first thing we want to look at is keyword. Let's establish a primary keyword. So in this case, as I look at the ad offline that I saw in the newspaper as well as on the website, it appears that this company is primarily serving the city of Torrance and the surrounding greater South Bay neighborhoods. They've been doing it for over 40 years. So when we see that, realty company, so obviously they are homes for sale, homes for rent, apartments for rent. That's most likely their business, as we see here. And so the first thing we want to do is get a gist of what the market is when it comes to those keywords. So we're going to establish a primary keyword of Torrance homes for sale. So as we see here from the Google search result, Torrance home for sale has roughly, and like I said, these are just ballpark rough estimate numbers, just to give us some a place to begin. But we have about 666 monthly searches at a cost per click of about 57 cents. So I believe that was like somewhere around $3,700. So when we come back to our spreadsheet here, we can see that our primary keyword, let's just say in this case, was Torrance homes for sale. And then we saw that the estimate monthly search volume was 6,600. Then our monthly search volume value, I think we'll just say it's roughly about $3,700, 37 plus and some change. We'll just keep the math simple, $3,700. So off the bat, we know that the search volume is worth about $3,700 a month. So if someone was to pay for ads for Torrance Home for Sale, someone was to pay for ads for this, it cost them about 57 cents a click. All right. So now that we see that, we can start to get some clarity about, value, worth, what our digital presence is worth, what this digital footprint is worth, what our digital marketing efforts are worth. So now that we have a brief market analysis in regards to, what our digital marketing footprint represent, or what the digital landscape, I should say, looks like, for our primary keyword, we can then go on to the next step. So we go to a website. So copy, offer, lead, SEO, search engine rankings. So when I say copy, I mean actually the words on the page. So what do your message at the end of the day, what are you talking about? Ideally, you want to be, presenting benefits more than you present features. So that's what we want to be looking for when it comes to the offer. Again, calls to action. What are you offering? In your case, in real estate, a free, first-time home buyer webinar, or a free, Torrance, home market analysis, or neighborhood, or whatever it is. Those are the types of things we want to be looking for. A lead capture system, a way, again, to get people to exchange their first names, email addresses, so that you can follow up with them. SEO, search engine optimization, making sure we're doing what we need to do from an on-page and off-page SEO perspective, because that's really where you determine, where you're going to be positioned when it comes to the search engines. And so we want to focus in on making sure that we structure our on-page and off-page SEO properly, so that when we do get our websites and our web pages crawled, they see our primary keywords in the right places, so that it understands, how to index us and position us in the search engine when it comes to the algorithm. Ideally, and the more so again, when it comes to your search engine optimization, think of it from this perspective. The more pages that you have optimized for a specific keyword that you put out there, the more opportunities you have to stand out and be seen and get in front of more customers. And by more pages, I don't just mean web pages. I mean things like more web pages in regards to blog posts, but think of things like images, think of things like videos, like those count as well. So there's more than one way to stand out in the search engines. And you just have to make sure that you take advantage of everything you can from a local SEO perspective to position yourself to be that company that dominates in your local marketplace. And last but not least, search engine rankings. We just want to kind of get an idea of where we already kind of stand within, for our primary keyword, as well as any other keywords that might be out there that our website might be ranking for. So again, we want to get clarity, and all the data, I should say, that gives us a clear understanding of where we're at when it comes to our digital marketing efforts. So I've already done the advanced work for most of this stuff, so we'll briefly go through it. So for example, to begin, I should say, so copy. So when we come back to our website, one of the first things I notice here is that above the fold. So when someone first lands on the website, above the fold is considered what they see. So when I land above the fold here, the positives, of course, we do see a phone number, we do see an email address, which is a way for us to contact you. But what we don't see is a call to action. So, for example, call now to book a tour, a property tour, or a call now, to to receive a free property analysis. As well as another thing I see, so too, is there's no headline here. There's no copy. There's nothing. There's just pictures. And so again, we want to take advantage of every opportunity we can from an SEO perspective to rank our website. And one of the main things we want to always have here above the fold is going to be our H1 tag. And ideally, we want to make sure we include our primary keyword in that H1 tag. So when people come to this website, they obviously, see what we have to offer, what we pretty much stand for. Think of above the fold, kind of like, if this was an offline business, brick and mortar, or your offline brick and mortar, like think of it as, the front door. What's on that front door? What's on that front window? That primary offer that you present. Think of that as the fold when it comes to your website and digital marketing. So again, take advantage of this area. Ideally, you want to have a headline H1 tag with their primary keyword in it. Then you want to have some subtext, just kind of giving clarity as to what you have to offer, and then a call to action button. In this case, it could be, download a property report, or schedule an appointment. It could be anything. But that's what you want to obviously have here above the fold. And then so here, when we do come to the first bit of copy, again, this most likely is going to be a header tag. But again, there's no keyword here. And also, too, we're talking about, as I like to say, corporate ease. So welcome to Forecast Realty. And again, we want to take advantage of every opportunity we can to rank in the search engines and improve our rankings in the search engines. And one of the things we need to always take into mind when it comes to now on-page SEO will be making sure we include our keywords in these header tags. So, this is an area, again, when it comes to copy as well as keywords, we can improve there. And also, too, just from looking at it, the amount of text that we have on the page, specifically this homepage, there's not that much text here. And I'm pretty sure when we go look at some of the quick website analytic tools, that might be one of the errors, or one of the areas of improvement, I should say. And so, again, we can definitely improve the copy. We can talk about, what's in it for the customer. That's one of the things we can do to distinguish ourselves. But again, first and foremost, the positives, obviously, we have a website. But again, with just some basic tweaks, we can just make the copy and our message, our marketing messaging more compelling. But also, too, have more content on this page so that we can rank higher in the search rankings. All right. So what is another thing that we want to check out? So we looked at copy, and then we offer calls to actions. There's no lead capture. So again, there's nothing here that for all the people who do come to the website, they don't necessarily call you or conduct some business with you. You want to have a way for them to still get some value from you in some shape, form, or fashion, so that you can follow up with them down the line. So we can add a lead capture form of some sort on this page. We kind of talked about our on-page, off-page SEO. So let's go look at some off-page SEO real quick. So we gotta look at the source, and we do see here a meta name. We do see keywords here. So we do see some keywords: LA homes for sale, real estate, Torrance. See, there it is, Torrance home for sale. Torrance home for sale, South Bay home for sale, South Bay homes for rent, Torrance houses for sale, and on and on and on. All right, so we do have some keywords, which is a good thing. You'll be amazed at how many companies don't even have keywords, in their metadata. And I do see here that we have a description. All right, so going back. So now let's kind of like do some SEO analysis or some website analysis. So I've already kind of pulled up a couple of pages that offer free analysis, and we'll just kind of briefly go through these just to kind of get a clue of what some of the areas of improvement are, but also too to see if there's any patterns to further confirm and reassure some of the areas of improvement we can work on. So this first site, SEO ability, we see here for the Forecast Realty, they gave us an SEO score of 46%. I'm pretty sure that's out of 100. says our meta information 61%. Now, one of the things we got to keep in mind when we're coming and looking at these scores and these percentages, a lot of times these tools are just, basing the score off you just having it and then fitting within certain parameters, not necessarily the quality of it. But again, it's still just, it's good to go through this stuff to give us an idea of how our website is performing on the World Wide Web. So as we see here, words, word count, we see 379 words, media files. We see number of links, 19 internal, 3 external. Response time, 1.74. So most likely this response time, the site to load up. So we already see here task list of SEO improvements. Use 301 Direct to drive traffic to URL. Improve the page response time. Fix errors regarding the language markup. Remove the empty, bold, and strong tags. Only use one H1 tag. As we look down here, we see meta specification 61%. The page title is too short. Forecast Realty, so we can add this again. Another opportunity to utilize our keywords. It says for meta description, the meta description is too long, so we want to trim down and also to add our keywords in this area. If we look. It says the language is not specified in the HTML markup. Like these are just back-end elements. But again, we want to be mindful that these errors are fixed, because when the web pages are being crawled by the search engines, on some level, these errors are factoring into the credibility of the site and where the search engines are going to rank you. So do your best to clear up these things as best as possible. So again, these are all free tools, and as you can just see, it provides a lot of information. Shows us our meta tags right here, all the keywords we used, our description. We see page quality. There are only 379 words in this page. Good pages should have about 800 words of useful content. So boom. I could tell that we would need some more pages. Bold and strong tags, empty bold tags. These are most likely in the HTML markup. 5 images have no attributes. So again, we just going through this. There's no social media links. It's just giving us a score, and all these things are factoring into how the search engine is going to rank you. Then it shows you our page structure, 64%. But again, we see here, ideally, when we're looking at this HTML, this heading structure, we want it to read kind of like a guide or a brochure in regards to, again, providing a potential customer. Think of it kind of like a customer journey in a sense. So, what the steps that people will need to go through to become a customer. So that's what this will represent. You want your primary keyword in these H1 tags. Your H2 tags, keywords. So again, we see here it's just saying your state. So it's like the search engine. Your city and your state. Search engines really don't know how to place that. How to categorize that. Least available now. That's pretty broad. A price. So these are all areas of improvement. Link structure. As we can see, it's a whole lot of information. So just to briefly go through it, we got another tool here, SEO Matter. We got a on-page score of 65.5. We see we had 21 external links. Number of images 20, which is pretty consistent. So we found. So again, here are the empty tags that we saw. H1, H2 tags, empty. Failed checks, missing HTML, language attributes, images without alt text, form inputs without labels, links without, what is that? Discernible text, duplicate ID tags. But then we see we got our checks. So as we see here, and all this is free. So this is giving you just a brief overview of how the search engines are looking at your website and areas of improvement for you to fix so that you can start improving your rankings. We go to SEM Rush. You see we have an authority score of 2. We see that They're saying there's no organic traffic coming. Top organic searches. Again, where there's a wealth of information, the backlinks, top anchors, index pages, so 19 pages. That's how many pages been indexed. So again, that's the area where you can win when it comes to blogging as well as creating content. So articles, videos, images, take advantage of everything. It's another area of improvement. So again, the reason why we want to pay attention to these things and make these improvements, because again, we established that this search volume from an advertising perspective is worth about $3,700 a month. So if you were to pay $3,700 a month and were able to get in front of 6,600 people, how much if 10% of that came to your website, that's 600, roughly about 600, and out of that 600 people, how many of them converted into customers? How many of them did business with you? But if you can get yourself in position to get that consistently, that's where the magic happens. All right. So another analytic tool we see here, they gave an SEO score of 51. Failed test 8 out of 25. Pass test 14 out of 25. Warnings 3 out of 25. So we see our SEO description is too long. We got, again, heading tags, H1 tag, our alt tags. Our pictures have no alt tags. Got to create a responsive site. I believe the site is responsive though. But again, this is how the search engine, this is how the website looks in the search results, search preview. So this is, again, we want to include our keyword here. We want to have, for example, homes for Torrance homes for sale by Forecast Realty. And then here, looking for homes for sale and looking for Torrance or Torrance, again, looking for Torrance homes for sale or Forecast Realty is your go-to, real estate partner or real estate professional for Torrance homes for sale. Think of things like that. But again, you want to make sure you always include those primary keywords in this first line here, as well as in the description. The sooner the better as well. So again, we just see here a lot of consistent things. So we just, again, we go through all this information just to get clarity as to areas of improvement, things we can do to improve our how our search engine looks to the search. How our website looks to the search engine, so we can improve our rankings. So that ultimately, again, put ourselves in a better position to get in front of more customers, because the more customers we can get in front of gives us the opportunity to increase revenue, increase sales, and ultimately maximize our profitability. All right. See more of this site. We got a D+ here. It says our links fail, usability D+, social media. We don't have our social media links here. And all these little things matter nowadays. It's no longer a luxury, not to have your social media, some way of attaching it back to your website. But again, you do want to have your social media on here, because that's a good for backlinking. All right. So as we see here, there's just a lot of areas of improvement, a lot of opportunity. Congratulations again on just establishing your website, but there's still more that can be done to again improve our positioning in the search rankings, so that we can get in front of more customers. On page SEO, we got a B+. Again, we're letting us know we got to improve our title tags, our meta description. This is we got to improve our structure, our heading structure. Got to include our keywords, more content. Again, it's just so it's pretty consistent here. Website rank watch 63. Primary overall score, same information. Meta description, keywords, images, text 9%. So we got areas of improvement. All right. So now that we've gone through our website, and we see kind of where we stand there, where we can improve. The next thing is we want to look at our business listing. So, do we have one? So a good way to start there is just to pull the company up. Forecast Realty. There it is right there. So yes, Forecast Realty. We have a Google My Business listing. We do have a Google My Business listing. We have 3 reviews. We have our website linked. So this is a good thing. But again, this is another opportunity for us to, include our keywords. So if we look at the actual listing, will it let us? Let's see. We have our. So it looks like it needs to be claimed. You need to claim it so that you can start again going and add more content, so that you can again put yourself in a better position to stand out in the digital landscape. All right. But again, congratulations on just having it. Looks like we can definitely encourage some reviews. So again, that's another area we want to look at again when it comes to our business listings. So we'll add that. Reviews. All right, so again, we have a primary keyword. We see our estimated monthly search volume. We kind of established our monthly search volume value. We looked at our copy. We looked at our offer. We looked at it. We need to get our lead capture. We looked at SEO. We looked at search engine rankings. There was actually one of the listings that showed us. Here it is, right here, SEO optimizer. So far we can see that Forecast Realty is actually ranking for realtors in Torrance, California, ranking at the 48th position. That keyword is getting 170 searches a month. Estimated traffic to your site, 0. You're also ranking for Person Realty Inc. 44th position. It's getting 50 searches a month. You're getting 0. So again, this is good information to know, because again, now that's a keyword we can build pages around. Realtors in Torrance, California. We can build pages around that keyword so that when people are searching that, we put Forecast Realty in a better position to show up in the search rankings. So again, you can get in front of more customers, increase sales, increase revenue. Because again, if we look at now, let's say average home sale, Torrance, California, to go to a deeper level when it comes to establishing value, we see that the median home sale price in Torrance, California is around 1.2 million. So about 50% of the houses sell above 1.2 million, 50% sell below 1.2 million. So we got about 1.2 million. So now we go back and we know that, okay, out of these 666, estimated monthly searches for Torrance homes for sale, if we know that the median home price sale is 1.2 million, then we know that's how much one of these searches is worth when it's all said and done. We're talking about millions of dollars here. So the more opportunities you can get your web pages in front of these, this traffic that's already existing on the search engine rankings by, making sure your website, your business ranking, your social media is all optimized for the proper keywords, and you're putting out content consistently. Again, we got, an average sale, a home sale of 1.2 million. Then let's look at the rent. Average rent, Torrance, California. We see the average rent in Torrance, California is about $2,600, $2,650. So now we're starting to add some value. So let's just add another. Let's add another field here. We're doing this on the fly, ladies and gentlemen. So in this one, we're going to put, estimated customer value. So in this case, it's 1.2 mil. So again, now you can understand the value of digital marketing. You feel me? If you're looking at of selling, if the average home sale in your area is 1.2 mil as a real estate professional, as a realtor, and that if your primary keyword was Torrance home for sales or realtors in Torrance, California, that's those are 170 searches for realtors in Torrance, California, or homes for sale. Torrance homes for sale for 6,600. That's 1.2 million on the line here on average. So think about it. The more you can stand out online and get seen, more opportunities you get in front of these 1.2 million average or median home price customers. All right. Now let's look at some other things. We got a Google My Business listing. Do we have Yelp? You can kind of see right here. We got our website. We got our Yelp page. It's been updated. We got a Realtor.com page. We got a MapQuest page, a Realtor.com page, Nextdoor.com page. We got a Homes.com. So again, all these listings that you have here, these are more opportunities for us to include our primary and secondary keywords, so that we improve our rankings as well as link back to our website. So we have some links of authority backlinking us. We got our again LinkedIn, social media pages. So again, good stuff there. Now we just got to go back and optimize them. Next, so we got we got reviews. We covered the other pages. Now when it comes to social media, I believe I just found a Facebook page. So we have a Facebook page here. Again, more opportunities. Torrance Homes for Sale by Brad and Alana at Forecast Realty. In your description, again, Torrance Home for Sale. Then within your captions for your pictures, Torrance Homes for Sale. Look, every time you can type some text, think you're including your primary keywords. Again, here, Torrance Homes for Sale. And your captions for your specific listings, and again, include links back to your website as well as to the listing on the actual, like in this case, Zillow page. All that stuff beefs up your rankings. All right. So again, more opportunities for content too. So you want to also do, when it comes to content creation, again, this is where you have an opportunity to create content. So think in this case, home tours, home analysis. As a real estate professional realtor, there's tons of opportunities to create content. All right. Take advantage of that just to, again, bump up your rankings, improve your positioning, so you can stand out, get in front of more customers, increase sales and revenue, maximize profitability. So I see your Facebook page. I didn't find you on Instagram. I didn't find you on Twitter. Didn't necessarily find you on YouTube either. Let's double check. But again, you want to have pages. You want to have presences. You want to establish your digital footprint on these platforms, because again, not only are these marketplaces where your current customers are hanging out, but also too, more opportunities for you to improve your SEO rankings. All right, so Forecast Realty. No. So if you are, again, not popping up, but if not, then again, this is we want to establish a presence there. I didn't find you on X. I didn't find you on TikTok. So again, you do have Facebook, but again, we want to do more. More can be done. And then once we do have this, now we get into content creation, which is a whole nother video. Last but not least, advertising. Again, you have the ad in the paper, the print ad. I didn't find any paid ads online, so we want to check that off. But again, that pretty much wraps it up when it comes to our checklist. So in closing, what are our top 5 recommendations? So again, the first thing up, obviously we can establish our primary and secondary keyword phrases. So again, we want to establish our primary and keyword phrases so that we can again understand what type of pages we need to build content around. All right. The next thing we want to do is, improve our copy, our marketing message. Make our marketing message more compelling. So by make your marketing message more compelling, what I mean by that specifically is when it comes to, again, our website copy, taking advantage of all the opportunities we can to communicate to our audience, let them know that we're the people for them, but also to improve our search engine ranking. So add more content here. Tell your story at the end of the day, because Forecast Realty being around for 40 years, you have a unique story to tell. So, tell that story so the customer understands, gets a deeper connection with who you are and what you have to offer. And ultimately down the line, as long as your message is that much more compelling, when it comes time to do some real estate business, they'll come and think about you. All right, so we want to make our marketing message more compelling. So that's improving our copy, improving our offers. Also, too, again, tighten up when it comes to your website. Improve, or I would just say add lead capture system. So when it comes to that lead capture system, that's basically, again, you want to make sure you have a way of following up. And also, too, you want to make sure you stay in constant communication with these people so that when you start building this database of first names and email address, you can just start sending out a monthly newsletter. So, the Torrance Homes for Sale monthly report, where you just update people on, what's happening in the local market. All right. And also, too, again, going back, improving SEO, improve SEO. So again, we looked at all the results from our search engine rankings, and we saw the areas of improvement. But again, we got to just do some basic keyword analysis and keyword research to, again, going back to the first thing, establishing what those primary keywords are, so that we can know how to improve our SEO. And then when it comes to improving it, specifically improving our site structure, so making sure we include those keywords in our title tags, H1 tags, as well as within our copy. Now, you want to write your marketing message first and focus on features more than benefits. And again, you want to sell the outcome, not necessarily the product or the service. So in this case, as a realtor, you want to sell people, making their house a home, as opposed to just, where we have homes for sale, or we're realtors in Torrance, or as you have here, welcome to Forecast Realty. All right. Last but not least, the fifth thing we can do, social media. Create social media profiles and post content consistently. Boom. So that'd be my top 5 recommendations for Forecast Realty based upon this digital marketing asset for this local business. All right. So now that's the basic audit, you know what I mean? And now you know what to be looking out for, and now you know how to. And so again, if you want to do this for your business, feel free to do so. Also, too, if you are, Roger Hart over at Forecast Realty, I'd love to sit down and have a discussion with you and talk about, these specific recommendations as well as more. All right. So if you have any questions, comment section below. Here to help. Dhane Diesel out. Peace.